Hey guys, my name is Leah, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to use custom model data. I've recently really gotten into Blockbench and modeling, so I just wanted to share my knowledge in how I do it. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, starting off the tutorial, I'm going to assume you already have basic knowledge of Blockbench and its various features. So let's first start by clicking on Java block/item. Click on create new model, and let's name the file whatever you're gonna name your hat. In my case, I'm just gonna name it tutorialhat. You then want to set your parent model to carved pumpkin. Next, let's just create a group and rename it to main, and let's add a cube in the group. Resize it to 8 by 8 by 8 and position it on 4 by 0, 4 by 0 by 4. And you're going to use this cube as your reference. This is the size of a Minecraft head. Again, I'm assuming you already know the basics of Blockbench, so I'm going to go ahead and create my hat. For tutorial's sake, it's going to be super basic. Once you've made the model for your hat, let's start texturing. Let's go over to the Paint tab and create a new texture. Make sure you name the texture the same as what your hat is called, so I'm going to name it Tutorial Hat. Now this is super important. Make sure the folder is block/custom. The pixel density doesn't count, but depending on the size of your model, play around with it. Confirm, and now we got our texture. I'm going to start texturing now. Now that I finished doing all the texturing, let's go up to display, and this is one of the most important parts. First, we forgot to get rid of the reference cube, so just get rid of that. There we go. Go back up to display, and that's looking alright. Go through all of these and just tweak all the values as you like. I'm just going to turn this down a bit. Also turn this down. I like how that looks, and this is the most important part. The head, this is how the hat is going to look on your head. Bring that up. It's most likely going to be in the center of your head. So bring that up and scale it up. And I think that's to scale. I'm going to move mine down. And there we go. That looks pretty good. I like that. Let's move on to ground. That looks nice. Frame. I like to rotate this in various directions. There we go, I like that. Same with the GUI, it looks very flat in the GUI, so I just like to rotate that so it's facing forward. There we go, and then I rotate it down, so now you can see it, and that looks good in every single GUI. Let's move on to the actual texture pack making part now. Let's go ahead and export our model as a block/item model. Make sure you put it in a folder where you can easily find it. Make sure the name is the same as your model and your texture, and save it. Next, save the same texture. Make sure you put it in a folder where you can find it, and there we go, save it. A quick fix is make sure you rename your model file, your JSON file, to be only undercase. Minecraft doesn't accept uppercase. Now we're on to the most important step, which is actually making the texture pack. Go find your Minecraft files. In my case, I use Modrinth, so I can just click on my profile and click on folder. But once you get to your profile folder, go down and find, Go down and find your resource packs folder. Let's go ahead and create an entire new folder and name it tutorial hat. Rename it to whatever you like. This is the name of your texture pack. Let's go into tutorial hat and make a bunch of folders. First though, let's paste a file called pack.mcmeta. This basically tells your resource pack everything it needs to know. There we go. Depending on the version, it will have a different pack format. That should be in a wiki if you can find it. Description, you can set that to whatever you like. I'm just going to name it to tutorialhat. There we go, that's all we need to do. Now, let's create a new folder called assets. And in that folder, let's create a new folder called Minecraft. And in that folder, create two new folders called textures and new folder called models. In the models folder, we're going to create a new folder called custom. Let's just drag that into there. And create a new folder called block. Drag that into there. So we should have those two folders so far. Let's create a new folder called misc. Drag that into textures. New folder, item. Drag that into models. And let's just duplicate this. Drag it into there. Now we have two item folders. Now get your model JSON and paste that into the custom folder there. And get your texture and paste it into... First we need to make a new folder called custom. Let's do that real quick actually. Drag that into block. Now we can paste that. Now we can paste the texture into custom. There we go. Now we have our hat files. Now we need to get a new file, and this tells our carved pumpkin what custom model data it needs. So go into the item folder and paste your carved pumpkin JSON. While we're at it, let's also get the no pumpkin blur texture. Just copy it and let's paste it into misc. There we go. Now, this is super important. Go into your JSON file. It doesn't matter what you use, anything you can use to edit text. I copy and pasted a file, so I'm just going to delete everything there real quick. There we go. It should look something like this. Sorry, made a mistake. It should look actually something like this. So now what we're going to want to do, we're going to go to custom, and we're just going to do tutorial hat. You just want to plug whatever the name of your hat is into there, and make sure that's set as 1 for custom model data. Now in the case you want to do custom hats, add a comma, and let's just copy this, go into new line and paste that, get rid of the comma. Now we have a new hat. For example, let's say the name of our hat is tutorial, or do tutorial second, and we just want to make that 2. It's really easy. That's all you need. Make sure you have a comma, and the last one, make sure you don't have a comma or there will be an error. Now let's save this JSON file, and everything should be good to go. All the files I have, the carved pumpkin and the pumpkin blur, will be in the description for you to download. One thing I forgot is that you want to go into your tutorialhat JSON, and you want to change one thing. If it isn't already there, it should be, but if it's not, you want to add block/custom to both of these lines, 0 and particle, add block/custom. That should be all, so let's go into Minecraft now. Your texture pack should be right there. Let's just go ahead and load it in. Everything should be the same. Ignore that, but it seems the textures aren't working. Let's see if the pumpkin blur is gone. Yeah, that's working perfectly fine. Now, let's go ahead and type /Minecraft. I have to type Minecraft because I have a plugin enabled, but you shouldn't have to type in Minecraft. Let's type in /give your username, carved pumpkin, and then custom model data 1. Now it seems we have an error. Let's see why we have an error. Just a heads up, if your texture is purple and black like that, that is Minecraft's default debug texture. That's assigned if there's an error. Let's go find the error. Okay, so the problem here was that this was uppercase and not lowercase, and the file name for our texture is only lowercase. So now our texture works completely fine. That looks really nice and good. One neat thing with Minecraft is you can do F3 plus T and it reloads your texture pack. you don't have to go back into your texture packs. By the way, P.S. if you want to see a tutorial on how to do custom items, like this one right here. Woo, look how cool this is. It's super cool. If you want to see a tutorial on how to do this, like the video. I will be doing this one next. Anyways, bye, adios. Please subscribe. I need clout.